Betsy DeVos for Education Secretary. In my mind, she is the least qualified nominee in a historically unqualified cabinet. On conflicts of interest, she ranks among the worst. In her ethics agreement, which was delivered to the committee after the first hearing, it was revealed she'd keep interests in 3 family-owned trusts that have holdings in companies that could be affected by matters related to the Department of Education. Independent ethics watchdogs have criticized her ethics agreement for failing to deal with these conflicts of interest. On philosophy of education, her views are extreme. She seems to constantly demean the main purpose of her job, public education. Frankly, Ms. DeVos's answers at the hearings were embarrassing. Not only for her, but for my Republican colleagues on the committee, who rushed her nomination through.
She doesn't cherish public education. She doesn't value it. She is someone who has dedicated her career and her inherited fortune to privatizing public schools, to tearing down public education, to defunding it in order to push more taxpayer dollars into private schools and for-profit charters. She has called public education, quote, a dead end. From where she sits, from a distance, she has called it, quote, an embarrassment. She has disparaged those who work in our public schools, saying that our best and our brightest, quote, steer clear. She has said education is, quote, an industry. Democrats will hold the floor for the next 24 hours until the final vote to do everything we can to persuade just one more Republican to join us. And I strongly encourage people across the country to join us. Double down on your advocacy. Keep making your voices heard for these last 24 hours.
American people are making their voices heard in every Senate office. The switchboard has been essentially shut down, and I can tell you that I've received over 14,000 calls from Maryland on this nominee alone. People are calling because the more they look at the record, the more they realize this nominee's lack of commitment to the essential mission of the Department of Education.